Hello, everybody. Welcome back. SOE Lysander by Historic Wings, designed by Thomas Van Hare. We are on the 13th of August, getting ready to do our parson assignment. Let me go get my SOP on the right slot here. That's the mission I'm choosing for today to get that one out of the way. That's our parson, which is a 5-4. Get a log over here, so we're ready for that. Roll for weather. Current weather first, landing zone second, time meter third. Current weather 15, not the greatest of rolls. I don't think. Heavy rain for takeoff. Second roll 62. That's for the landing zone clear. That'll make me think about it because it's the tendency is going to move over this way real quick. So I think I can try to do this one. And the last weather for our return trip is 23, going to be rain. Yeah, but the tendency's going that way, so I think I'm going to try this and hope for the best. If we get a couple of good rolls early on, we'll be over in cloudy and everything, and that'll even help us get across the channel without being seen. So I'm going to try to make a go of it. We're going to go ahead and say on, say off. 3 is on. Time your card to the left and landing zone to the right, and we need to shuffle our decks. And we're going to go up here. Going to put Tangmere down there, bring this out just a little bit. 3, 5 cards is going to be a landing zone. Flip that, flip that. We'll put the weather out. We've got heavy rain on takeoff. And we have clear at the zone. And we have rain when we get back. All right, now we're going to put the 4 channel cards out because we're at a 5-4 and the 5th card is the landing zone. So we're just going to draw a channel, 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 channel. Flip them all over and take a look at it. We get rid of 1 card. I'm going to if I knew we were going to have bad weather, I would keep this one. You know what? I might keep that one anyway. I'm going to get rid of the S-boot. Oops. S-boat is our S-boot as our free. And we'll draw another one down and flip that over, and that's good. And I'll try to deviate around this one unless we have bad weather. In which, if bad weather, I can take a chance on that 5. That's weather will add against our roll, which will make it harder for them to see us. No sense wasting any chits if we don't have to. And if I don't like it, we can try to deviate a time or two. Operation name. We're going to parson. I like to keep it along them lines, so let's go ahead and stick this in there as maybe priest. All right, we're 2130 takeoff, 2100 takeoff time plus 6 is going to make it 2200. MAG. Eddie Atkinson. Operation priest. And we're going to parson. We've got a heavy duty one this time. That's for cargo and a passenger on the way out. Oops. And we've got documents and a passenger coming back. And that's all filled out now. Next step on the SOP is recording, place corresponding pilots and stuff out. So we're going to do that right now. Pilot's already placed thanks to the wonderful vessel. And we've got lots of cargo. It's going to give us a -3 modifier. Explosives, Franks, and a wireless, plus Eureka. We're going to be at -3 on that one. And our passenger's not going to hurt us. And these go up here next to the card that we've got to pick up on. Then we can get rid of this. Damage marker, we don't have any, but we'll put our plane ready to fly. That would reset any damage I'd had. Determine how much fuel to carry. We got 10 cards to cover. I like to carry a 4 extra, so I'm just going to fill it up to 14. Destination marker is Parson. I'll go ahead and spin this, even though I will not use it. I tend to just use the cards. And place our Lysander up here because we're taking off from Tangmere. Taking off from Tangmere, we'll go straight to that on the SOP, and we'll go over here, and we're applying weather effects at low altitude, which is -3. Night DRM 0, fuel DRM -1. We're at -4. Passenger DM 0, and then -7 because of our cargo DRM. So we have a -7. I'm going to go ahead and use 2 Moxie chits to try to even that out a little bit. I don't like doing that, but oops, undo that. I don't like using them all up like that, but it is kind of important. I want to get all my missions accomplished, and we have decent conditions, so we'll take a chance on it. And we roll at a -1 then. We get a 12. We didn't need to do the second one, -7. Didn't even need to do the first one, but that's all right. We're better safe than sorry. That's a successful takeoff. Put that in my log. Determine weather effects for the next card. We roll. First card is a 6. It's going to move it 1 towards the landing zone, which is good. That's what I was hoping for. And then we roll a 4, which is going to move it 1 back to where we came from, which is what I was not hoping for. So, I'm moving the wrong one. 1 towards the landing zone. We rolled a 4 and a 6 and a 4. 1 towards the landing zone goes this way. That is what I was hoping for. And then a 4 moves it 1 to the right, so we go to windy. Wind is going to be problematic because it's going to make it kind of hard to find ourselves, but the wind is not horrible. And I forgot again to put up the chart from Tom, so I just need to make myself notes. Maybe I'll remember that. Chart. Forget the chart now. Icing chart. I just remembered that. All right. Notes made. Maybe we won't forget it again. Optional reveal none. Select altitude, move to the next TC. I'm going to go over it low. Icing check, damage check. We don't have to worry about that. D3. Icing. Wind does not cut it. We had heavy rain. Would not have. No, we would not have had to check it anyway. So we would have had to check damage with the red box. But we don't have that. Night fighters. Threats, none. Decision, none. Off course check. This is a big one because we're going to lose quite a few modifiers here. Nav DRM is a -1. Current weather is a -1. Night DRM, none, but a -2 because of the wind. So we got a -4. And we roll a 9, goes down to 5, and that is the hump I needed to cross. We are on course. Next card, weather effects for the next TC. We roll a 1, which is not going to move it, and we roll a 3, which is not going to move it. So we're going to stay on wind, which is what I was not hoping for. I want to get out of the wind. Wind makes it difficult to find where you're going. Optional reveal, none. Select altitude and move. We're going to go over to here. And I forgot to, yes I did, I forgot to do my fuel segment last time. So we'll do 2 of them this time. Check for icing and damage, none. Night fighters following, none. Threats, none. Decision, none. Off course check, again we're at a -4. We roll a 2. I will re-roll that using a pilotage. We get a 6, goes down to a 2. I'm going to re-roll that using a pilotage. We get an 8, goes down to a 3. Off course, no sign of expected waypoint. This is dangerous. Do I really want to use my last pilotage up and try and overcome this? Weather's probably going to not get any better, and that would give me an impossible chance to recover. I'm going to try it. I don't like using it all at once, but I'm going to try it. A 10, that's going to put us on course. So, yeah, we burned all our pilotage, but we're still on course. So, we'll take it from there. You know what? I still have a blessing, too, so that we'll see how that goes. Weather effects for the next terrain card. We need to get out of this wind. A 1 is not going to move it, and a 2 is not going to move it, and we are not getting out of the wind. That blows. Literally. Optional reveal, none. Select altitude and move. We're going to go to the next one and use up another fuel. Night fighters following, and no weather to check, no threats, no decision. We just roll off course -4. 8 goes down to a 4, and we're confirmed on course. We got lucky on that one. But here we are again. Boy. Yep. Weather for the next card. We roll a 6, which is going to move it 1 towards the landing strip, which is probably good for us. I mean, landing zone, which is going to be heavy clouds. And we roll a 5, which is going to move it 1 more, which is going to be clouds. And that's actually fortuitous because that is going to give me a -1 at medium, which would be a +1, which is going to give me enough cover to where I'm comfortable trying to avoid that night fighter and fly into this. Select altitude and move. We're going to go here, use up one of our things. Oh, actually, medium. I said it, I just didn't do it. I want medium to get that extra +1 there. No icing or damage, no night fighter. We do resolve a threat. We go +1. Oh, Christ, I forgot because of this. Oh, -1, -4. +1 is a -3. Ah, forgot about that little goody. 6, use our blessing. 9 -3 is a 6, and the blessing is going to get us past the night fighter, thank God. I'm glad I put that blessing in there. Decision point, none. Off course check, we have a -1, -2 for the weather effects and the nav, but no more wind, so we just have that -2. We go 5 goes down to a 3. No sign of expected waypoint, so we're off course, and that's going to hurt us down here. And I have no way to re-roll that. So we are going to have to deal with the off course. Nope, can't deal with it. I could choose to orbit. There's no be no harm. Oh no. Just smack me in the back of the head for even thinking about that. Um, Weather for the next card. We roll a 2, which is not going to move, and a 3, oh boy, which is not going to move, and that's going to keep us on clouds, which is not the greatest. Um, and I Optional reveal, no. Select altitude. We're going to go to low, and we're going to be flying into this card. We're not checking that. We do got to check threats. We have a 3, -1 +4 is a +3, so we roll a 10. No effect from small arms. I hope we get a good roll on this next. The decision point, SOPE, locate the LZ. If over the LZ card, locate the LZ by rolling on E1. +1 per 6 cents chit used. -3 DRM if off course. Weather effects at low is 0. Night DRM is 0. I am going to use all 3 6 senses to try to get rid of this yeah, just thinking. Don't mind me. Get rid of the -3 for being lost. And we roll an 11. Spotted LZ. That was a hurdle we needed bad. And we did 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I forgot to do fuel segment again. All right. We go to runway lights. We can re-roll by expending a 6 cents, but we don't have any to use anymore, so we're at the mercy of the deck. And there are no modifiers. We roll a 9. Signals are spotted. Put all this in my notes. We go to landing at the LZ because we don't have anything to do to check for Gestapo and stuff first. So we got to go straight in there. We can re-roll pilotage, but we don't have any. We do have a +3 for a Moxie chit. Apply weather effects at low, which is 0. Night DRM nothing. Fuel DRM -1. Passenger DRM 0. Cargo DRM -3. So we have a -4. Damage DRM 0. I'm going to use 1 Moxie to make it a -1. And we roll a 5. 6 goes down to a 5. Successful landing. Beautiful. Gestapo and patrols. Rolling table E4. Nothing we can do about this one. At 12, no ground threats. Load offload. Nothing we can do about this one. Snake eyes. Returning passenger and cargo no show. I don't know whether that's a successful mission or not, honestly. We do offload fine. So we're going to go ahead and offload everything. But none of this is going to get loaded in there. So I'm going to put that back up in the assignment, and I will ask Thomas about that. Become a pain in the butt real quick. Whether that's a successful mission or not, completed the drop. But I don't think it is because we're supposed to complete something coming back. That was our offload. Return to Tangmere empty. Six plus 2 minutes. I'm not going to do the ground time because it just makes it a little complicated the way I have the flight time set up, trying to get these seconds in there or minutes in there. Actually, it's not really. 6 plus 2. That'll be 8 minutes. So I can put 8 minutes. No, I don't. I have it. I have to add another. Add. Enter. No fuel time. That'll allow me to put no fuel in. Fuel usage is always 20 minutes. So non-fuel though could be different. So we will not do that for this time. And then we're going to take off. we are empty on the way back. So, oops, undo. Facing head home. Weather effects at L, which is 0. Night DRM 0, fuel DRM's -1, PAX DRM, cargo DRM none, so we have that -1. We take off, 6 goes down to a 5. Very, very successful, but very, very close to being a problem. And this is scary because we've used up all of our options. We're returning home. We're not in September yet, so I don't have to worry about wild sow. We're going to go ahead and go to weather effects for the next card. We roll a 5, which means it moves once towards Tangmere. And then we roll a 2, which doesn't move, so we're in heavy cloud now. Actually, I don't mind that so much. We don't have to worry too much about getting lost. And it'll help me avoid that night fighter. Optional reveal none, select altitude, and move Lysander. And I'm going to go ahead and go to medium again. Let me check the icing chart before I commit to that. Heavy cloud and wind, heavy cloud. We would check it for icing. So no, I'm going to go at low and I'll risk it. Go over low and move, and we're going to use up a fuel. And that's actually going to take one of our negative modifiers away, which makes the decision a little bit better. And I lost my, there we go, SOP. We moved. No icing check, no damage check. Night fighter following no resolve threats. We do have to do the night fighter. That's a 5. We roll a 8 +1 for the weather. Goes to a 9 -1 for no -0. We don't have any. So yeah, he doesn't see us. Very nice. Off course check. We have nav DRM for the card -1. Weather effects at low -1. So we have a -2. We get a 7, goes down to a 5, which is confirmed on course. Go back up to the weather for the next card. We roll a 6, which is going to move it once towards Tangmere. That is wind. And we roll a 2, and we're not getting that movement to the right that I was hoping for. And that's going to put us in wind again, which I don't like. But what can we do? And we might find ourselves in rain on the way back. So wind right here. That's all right. We're going to move to the next card at low altitude. Use up another fuel. We're going to go ahead. No icing, no night fighters, no threats. Just off course check. And we are at a -1. -2. No, -1. -1. Weather effects at low and night. So that's a -1 only. We roll a 6, goes down to a 5. We're confirmed on course. Weather effects for the next card. We roll a 5, which of course moves it one more towards Tangmere weather, which is rain. We also have a 4, which is going to move it one back into the wind. Oh, that should have been a -2. What did I roll? 6. -1, -2, -3 would have been 3, so that would have been off course. So these, I could try to orbit. Doesn't matter. We're close to home. We just gotta watch the bad things that could happen. What did I roll there? Because I forgot stuff. 5 moves us one towards Tangmere, and the 4 moves us one back. Boom, boom, goes right back to wind. -4, -5, -6, -7. There is a slim chance of me getting a roll that could get me. I'm going to go ahead and orbit one because it's not going to hurt. So let's orbit just to see if we can get around that lost. And we're going to use up a fuel. And we're going to roll a 7. That's not going to do it. So we are lost. We're going to have to proceed back. We are rolling. We're already lost, so it doesn't matter. We don't have to even roll for that. We are rolling for weather for the next one. 1 is not going to move it, and a 6 is going to move it 1 to the right. Heavy clouds. That's going to help us in case there's something there. And we are going to go ahead and select altitude and move. I'm going to stay at low, and we're going to move, and we're fine. Only one card to go now. Nothing to worry about here. No icing, no threats. So we're just going to go see if we're on course. And honestly, we don't have to. We don't even check that because we're lost. So, and we're going back to Tangmere, and they will find us and get us back on course. So we don't have to worry about that. We go back up to the weather. Weather roll. First roll is a 6. It's going to move us 1 towards Tangmere, back into the wind. And the second roll is a 1, which is going to move us all the way into Tangmere weather, which was rain. Yes, so we're going to be landing in, or not landing in rain. We're going to be flying into rain right here, which is actually not bad because that can make us avoid a lot of trouble. I'm going to go in at low altitude, and we're going to fly over it now and see what we got. Low altitude. S-boot. Good, I did low altitude, huh? We got at a 6, goes up to a 7 and 8. No negative modifiers. So the mobile flak does not see us. And then we've got a small arms 4, goes up to a 5-6. We do take 1 damage. Place hit. We got to roll for a 1. We don't get it, so we only get that 1 damage. And there's no night fighters. Checks I'm following, so no decision. Off course check. We're already lost. Weather. At the next TC, we're going to move 5, which is going to move us towards Tangmere, where we're at, so we don't move at all. And we're going to move a 5, which is going to move us 1 back away towards the right, which is going to put us back on wind. Come on. Basil drive you nuts sometimes. I'm going to put wind back up here, where we're landing wind. All right, select altitude, move to the next card. There are no threats. Doesn't matter if we're lost. We're going back to Tangmere, and the radar and everything will guide us in, or they'll light up the runway. We got it. No, we don't even get there. We got a decision point. We land on table D5. We don't have any chits, so we're at the mercy of the dice roll here. Weather effects at low, which is 0. Night DRM 0, fuel DRM 0, packs DRM 0, cargo DRM 0, -1 for damage. So we lose 1. -1 goes down to a 4. Successful landing. We are good to go. And I don't know whether I call that a success or not. It's a partial success, but did we successfully do it because we didn't get the stuff coming back? We may have to go back over and do it again and pick them up. So there you have it. That was SOE Lysander from Historic Wings, designed by Thomas Van Hare, and I do not know whether we successfully completed it or not. We took our cargo over, but we didn't bring our cargo back. So these, for that, can go. I can return them to, you know what, let's take a picture of this first. I keep forgetting to do that. Mission. That is 8. 13. I did a lot of missions and I forgot to do them. I'm not sure. I'm going to put S on it right now, but I'm really not sure if it is or not. And that is going to be that. I will see you guys next time. I forgot to put my one success. That was a special do or die. That was 812, I think it was. All right, and then this one here, one, I'm going to put successful right now, but I really don't think it's completely successful, so I will have to find out about that one. I think we still have to go back and finish it. Put a question mark on it. 813. All right, and I did take a picture, correct? Yes. And then I can go ahead and end this mission, and we will do it all again next time. I think that is it. All right. We will see you guys next time. Thanks for joining me. Decent mission. Just we got that one bad die roll, and we had several bad die rolls before it, so I wasn't able to reserve anything for that. But at least we got back safely. We did get cargo over. Now, if anything, we just got to take cargo back from there, which would be a cake ride over because of no modifiers. So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining me.